Huh. Hello my beautiful geekies, this is my review for The Ninth Life of Louis Drax, directed by Alexander Aja and written by Max Minghella. It stars Jamie Dornan, Aidan Longworth, Sarah Gadon, Aaron Paul, and Oliver Platt. This is about a kid who falls from a cliff and he starts being treated by a psychologist who can tap into his brain as he is in a coma. This kid is said to have been pushed by his dad, who's now missing, played by Aaron Paul, and they start to see that not every dot connects, and this kid is very weird. He's very smart. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this movie. First of all, if you've seen the trailers are all dark and drama-like and with a thrilling sense to itself. This movie starts off in a completely different manner. And for the first half hour, it mixes all those drama and thriller-like elements from the trailer with a very childlike humor and tone. And then all throughout the movie, it's like that. It's mixing drama and thriller-like elements and things that are supposed to be very heavy on you and you should feel for the characters with this sense of childlike mentality that guides you through knowing this kid through flashbacks. He's having these consultations with Oliver Platt, who plays an apparent mind reader, then apparently is not a mind reader, but he comes back later in the movie to resolve some issues that are happening. Guys, this movie is weird, and it's very inconsistent as well on every aspect. This is based on a book. I have not read the book. I don't know what the book is about. I don't know how the book is. What I know is that this movie seems to be juggling between that element of childlike comedy and good sense of humor and a dark dramatic element that should make you really feel for these characters and for the story and for what is going on. Jamie Dornan is a guy I've always defended him since he showed up in Once Upon a Time as the Huntsman. Then he showed up in 50 Shades of Grey, and I don't think he was good in that, but I don't think he could have been good in that. But I've always been a supporter of this guy, and in this movie, he is very inconsistent. There are scenes that he shows up, and he is so good, and then there are the scenes that not only he's phoning it in, and he seems to not care, and he's always one note, but his character, in some scenes, seems very intelligent and very capable, and in others, he's the stupidest person in this movie. Sarah Gadon is maybe a bit like Jamie Dornan, because in some scenes she is one note and in other scenes she's way too over the top, and in other scenes she just seems like she doesn't give a damn. But I'll tell you what, this kid is good for what he has to do. I don't want to spoil anything, but he doesn't have to do much, and maybe he always has to do the same thing, so that's why he didn't impress me. He wasn't bad, he just doesn't have a lot to do. Aaron Paul is the best part about this movie, and he has great chemistry with this kid. There's one element that bothers me about them and their relationship. I don't want to spoil it, but take mind that they actually do look like father and son. And in the movie, that bothered me. No spoilers. Oliver Platt is also really good. He seems not to be a very important part of this movie because he's only in flashbacks, but then he comes back during the investigation of the police and the psychiatrist played by Jamie Dornan. He brings a lot to the movie after that. But until 20 minutes are left in the movie, you don't really give a damn about anyone. You just want to know what is really happening for curiosity's sake. The movie doesn't really grab you emotionally or by its story. The story is very jumbled around and again doesn't seem very consistent within itself. I'll tell you what, this is a mother whose husband is missing and apparently has pushed their kid from a cliff, and you have Jamie Dornan playing the doctor treating her kid. I'm not saying anything else, no spoilers, but guess what's going to happen. It's a movie that is inconsistent in tone, in characters, in writing, but I'll tell you what, by the end, when things start to come together and you start realizing what is happening and caring for the characters, I actually did enjoy this movie in parts and connecting the dots. But still the movie comes to an end and there are still many things to resolve and questions to be answered. And it's not like the movie didn't spoon feed you. Those are not like things that you can interpret and should interpret by yourself. It's really things that the writers just didn't care to write and to give conclusion to certain aspects of the movie. All in all, it's not a movie that I would recommend unless you are a big fan of the book and want to see it for yourself. And if you read the book, please let me know how it is compared to the movie. And I saw the book today in a bookstore and it's not a very long book, so I might read it if I hear good things about it. It's inconsistent in story aspects and technical aspects of filmmaking, but by the end I did feel interested personally in what was happening. But until then, you're just moving through the motions and just wanting to find out what is happening for curiosity's sake. And there are many moments where I groaned in this movie. I cannot give this movie a Clark Gable, but take note please that The Ninth Life of Louis Drax is a very, very low, the lowest probably, C+. What did you think of Ninth Life of Louis Drax, guys? Have you seen it? Have you not? Let me know all that in the comments below, as well as your favorite performance from Aaron Paul and Jamie Dornan. Breaking Bad is not a valid answer. Also guys, my Magnificent 7 Q&A is still ongoing. The movie's coming out next week, so make sure you leave your questions before it comes out and you might win something on that giveaway. You probably already know, but if you don't, there are links in the description for you to stalk me on the internet through my Facebook, Instagram, or my vlog channel right here on YouTube. Again, the links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, my beautiful geekies, and if you are not a beautiful geeky yet, click the subscribe button, join us in the beautiful geeky community where it can be geeky united. And once again, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. You guys are awesome, and stay beautiful, stay geeky. Cheers!